I moved you magically. Teleportation is real. Hey, what's up, guys? It is DJ. New and updated mods are out now for Farming Simulator 22, and boy, oh boy, we got a bunch. 56 mods were released today. All platforms got 34 new ones. 34! And we got 7 updates. The PC Mac players got 6 new and 9 updates. We've got also 4 updates for PC that came out yesterday included with those. We'll take a look at those at the end of the video. Check the timestamps. You're gonna need it for a video like this. Starting off today with new ones for all platforms, we have the Elm Rochester. Now, this is, at the end of the day, a very modified version of Elm Creek, so heads up through there. You can even see that right through there. Quite a few, pretty much everything is in the same place. We've got a couple fields that have been changed up a little bit. It's been made easier to farm. Of course, down here, this is all literally exactly the same. They have moved the store. The store is not in the same place anymore. The BGA over here is in the exact same spot as well. The outside is the same, and we've got some other stuff that's a little bit different. Now, they have moved a couple roads, but that, I mean, I don't think the highway is even there anymore, so heads up there, and then a couple other things all around as well. You may like this, you may not, but it does make it a little bit easier to farm and use workers for all platforms. This is your PDA right here, so you can kind of take a look at them. We've got field prices of 816,000, 1 million, 1.2, so prices are high, but at least it's easy to farm these fields, so at least there is that. Taking a look, let's see, is there anything new that we get? No new crops, unfortunately, and let's take a look at our own items. So medium tractors, we have all the ones that we start with in regular farming, and it looks like that kind of goes straight through. So literally the exact same starting equipment that we get on Elm Creek. Definitely jump on, check this out. Some things are a little different. If you like Elm Creek, you like base game maps, this feels like a base game map, but it's not. So that's kind of neat. Next up, we have the Rostselmash RSM1403 pack. This comes with the forage harvester. We also have a pickup, and we have a forage harvester header. Let's start with customization on here. 442 horsepower, 1,080 liters of fuel, and it goes 18 miles an hour. Wheel brands, we have Trelleborg. We also have BKT, Vredestein, Midas, and back in again. And then we have our license plate. If this looks familiar to you, I believe this was base game in Farm Sim 17. I think we have this as a mod in 19 as well. So pretty cool there. We have a forage harvester header pickup. Don't worry too much about requirements, but it's 3.1 meters, 12 miles an hour, and it will do straw. I have some modded straw crops installed, so it'll do grass and straw. And then we also have the Rostselmash 600R, 440 horsepower, 6 meters at 6 miles an hour. This will do all 8 of your standard crops, including corn, which is very nice. Also with this, I'm not sure that this will actually do straw. I think I've got a mod installed, so probably grass, and that's about it. How's about this guy? We have a JCB dump truck, the 714. It's got 170 horsepower, a variable transmission, 200 liters of fuel, goes 24 miles an hour. It is articulated and has a 9,000 liter capacity. Now, we do have a 20,000 unrealistic capacity, 30,000, and then back in. So it's nothing too wild and crazy, but they gave us some extra options. That's super awesome. Wheel brands, we have Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, and Vredestein. Beacons, we have yes or no at the top. Attachers, we have a trailer hitch on the back, or you can go with none. Now, colors. All of them. I love it. We even have chrome on the wheels, so if you want to go with that, you can do it. That is so cool. Next up, Pepe 978's New Holland 18055 is here. 180 horsepower manual transmission, 200 liters of fuel, and it will travel at 8 miles an hour. Nothing too wild and crazy configs. We have standard. We also have 500 kg weight at the front, 800, and then rear link. And we could do those with those weights at the front as well. And it will set up. We have a standard track setup. We can also do road tracks as well. Really cool, really beautiful. It's Pepe 978, so every detail you could ever want to need is here. Also from Pepe, we have his Fiat 480, 50 horsepower on here. We got a manual transmission, 54 liters of fuel, and it goes 20 miles per hour. Configurations, front weight, we have the 200, the 320, and then regular front weight. Now when it says front weight, I'm gonna guess that means no front weight, because there is none. Long configuration on the exhaust. We can also do a short. I like the shorter. We can do wheel setups of standard, wheel weights 2, and back to standard again. Configuration license plate. You could do the map, which I think I've got that turned off right now, so we'll take a look and see what that looks like. Placement, which is do back only, so we could see up there. It's kind of smooshed right now, but we can also do different license plate, the 70s license plate. That's just more or less a sticker on the top of it. Just heads up. Next new one for all platforms, the Cargo XK24. This is a massive tipper for you guys. It's from University of Mining and Nico Do 55. What up, dudes? 33.9 thousand liter capacity. Wheel options give us Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, and Bridgestone, as well as Nokian tires. A capacity of that 33,850 or the 4,200. We can also go up to 48,670 and then back down. That is a bulk tipper, so it'll hold all the stuff. Next, we have the Gorenc Terasofter pack. Now, this is a pack of quite a few different cultivators. They are all cultivators, and they are either 2.5 or 3 meters. We have 2.5, and then 4 3-meter cultivators. Now, these give you the capacity to use a little bit less horsepower here, a little bit more there, and all of them can be equipped with an APV, which will give you seeding capabilities. That's pretty cool, and we could change up the main color between red and blue, blue and black, and it does change that color. The way that the red interacts with the blue versus the black, very cool. And really, you're just looking at different capacities for things like this, where it just throws a legitimate seeder on the back versus just running the APV. So that's kind of cool. All of these just a little bit different on all of them. Not too crazy, but just a little bit. Next up, we have that Lizard 53-foot Tridem log trailer. This thing is pretty darn cool. Main colors, we have all of the above. I like that ham red, so let's go with that. And then rim colors, we have the base 4 that I say you need, and then they have every other color. Perfect. Shall I say more? This can be found at forestry, color options, tension belts, connection hoses, all the above. It's also a North American style log trailer, so definitely go check this out. Next is a wood chipper, the Vermeer BC 1000 XL from FS Minor. We talked about this in Farm Sim News, what feels like almost forever at this point. We do have colors for the wheels, and otherwise it's a wood chipper. So you grab it, unfold it, and it's a wood chipper. Yeah. Our next new mod is not this tree, it is this handsaw, which can be found in Handsaw. Let's bring it over here. Oh, I forgot I had the mod from Yoast where it just immediately cuts anything. This will gotta go back and forth and cut, but yeah, you can hear the sound of it. Yeah, sorry, probably should have uninstalled that. Yoast! Next, we have a pack. This is the BM Volvo Snow Gear. This is from North Mining Company at MC. Very cool to see them back doing some stuff. So we have telehandler or wheel loader attachments, and then we have a black or yellow. Now we've got a snow plow there, and then a bit of an angled snow plow here. These will work with any wheel loader, but they are made specifically for this guy right here. So it's super cool to see this. Definitely get those wheel loader setups for that. But yeah, you could take like that and then back it up and then get one of these and then hook up to it. So now you could use all of those older BM Volvo stuff and you actually have attachments for them. That is just the neatest thing ever. Let's go. I'm gonna pummel the snow into the ground. Next, we have a dolly. This is the Kroeger Siga Uno from STV Mining or Steve Mining. This will, I don't know, it's a dolly. Wheel brands, we have Trelleborg. We also have Michelin and BKT and Bridgestone. So we have multiple different wheel options through there. Main color, we could change up the front, and then rim color, we could change up a little bit there as well. Not a ton of customization options, but still pretty cool. Next up, Bergmann GTW 430, model year 21. So I think this one may have been the year before we got Farm Sim 22, something like that. 43,000 liter capacity on here, and 300 horsepower required. You got your front PTO on there and a regular trailer hitch. Trelleborg tires, we also have Michelin, Midas, BKT, Bridgestone, and back in again. Main color, we could change this up, which is pretty darn cool. Design color, we could change that stripe, and the rim colors are rim colors. No chrome, but we got everything else. Next is a trailer, the Lizard 18T. This holds 18,000 liters, but we can also do a bell trailer configuration if you would like to do that. Wheel setups, we have a standard set and twin wheels. Love the twin wheel setup. Main color, we've got quite a few colors, plus some kind of muted ones, and then we have an older color palette there. You cannot change the red, so that's always going to be there, and it doesn't look like there's a trailer hitch on the back, so not hooking a bunch of these up, but I gotta be honest, I like this trailer a lot. Next, we have the Pottinger Twist 7001. This holds 7,000 liters of, well, manure, because it is a manure trailer. It's a spreader, little spreader. 20 horsepower is required, 8 meter spread at 7 miles an hour. You can throw an extension on there and get it up to 10,000, which I think is pretty good. Wheel brands, we have a Lizard, we also have Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, and back in again, we do standard wide tires, and we can change up the rim on the back to silver, red, and white. We got a mower, the Lizard M166. This is a 40 horsepower, 160 meters. I think somebody, maybe centimeters. It is a 1.6 meter working with, and you've got a 12 mile per hour, or that's 12 tenths of 100 horsepower. Yeah, there you go. Configuration, we have the curtain on there, mower cover. We've got nothing at all if you just want it bare, belt cover yes or no on the very back. And then your main color, we have all of the above. This is great. Usually with mods like this, you only get the old color palette, but this gives you the full one. Me gusta. We also have another mower. This is the Z036. In game it says Medusa, so there you go. We got that 32 horsepower, 1.7 meter, and then 9 mile per hour. Very similar to the last one. We can add things instead of remove. We've got the belt cover, which is cool. Counter, we've got a counterweight right there. New and old type of hitch, so we have that. And then your main colors. See, this is what I was talking about. With the old colors, not a lot of options there. Oh boy, I've been waiting on a mod like this. This is a CNH 3162 TerraFlex Draper, pack. Yo, check this out. Oh, I'm so excited. And I'm definitely upgrading the headers that I've got over on Alma, Missouri. This is from Custom Modding. I didn't even know we were getting this, but it's a whole pack. Let's see, we've got with or without things. We've got the Crary system. We've got the same thing, but we also have it as a trail version. That's awesome. Then we have a 10.6 meter, the 12, and 13.7, and then all of the above as well in Case IH. Oh my God. Yeah, I love this. They do say put more grain in the tank with the redesigned Case IH 3162 TerraFlex Draper header with a center cut knife flexible cutter bar and range cutting widths, etc. Go download this mod right now. Do it. Stop watching the video. Go download this. Got it? All right, keep watching. Next, we got that John Deere 608C 708C from STX Farms. This bad boy right here can be used as the 6 or the 7. Again, I've never really understood what the difference is other than a number on the side. And then we have main colors, which is just going to be the tip right there. 6 meters at 6 miles an hour. And your last 15 new mods for all platforms today are Placeable. So we will get into those. The first one is the Placeable KS67 grain silo from AAA Modding. Of course, silo, $250,000, 1.2 million liters, and holds all your standard stuff. Functions, it has night lights. Next one, I'm not placing down all of these. These are your Lizard silos. I believe we have PC only versions of these, which is, fine, it happens. But now we've got some, console versions. There you go. You can hide everything, you can make it look cool. You may be looking for something exactly like this. Go check it out. We also got some Lizard cow barns. It's exactly what they're called. There's 4 of them in here, which is pretty cool. So we have a version with 200, another version with 200, 300, and 300 here as well. Now, we also have feeding robots on 2 of these, which is super cool. So you've either got basically this style in robot or non-robot. That's kind of cool. I like that. Can we change up the colors? We can. I just can't get far enough back to show that. It kind of stinks. Got a couple mods in Wooden Shed, a pack of 3 warehouses. So here's your first one. Doesn't look like we could change the color on this one at all, so heads up there. I do like the side bit there. I think that's kind of cool. This will be neat as well. You can turn this into like a house in real life. Oh man, yeah, let's go. I like that. That is really cool. Next we have the old Prussian Farmhouse. They say there's a divide, and there is. So in here we've got a place where we can work on vehicles. That's super cool. We've got an area right here that's kind of like a little barn or something like that. That door does not open, I think, because that side of the house is fake. Over here, though, that's not fake. It's so cool, man. Can we go up here? Yes, we can, and it is super easy to get up there. We've got a nice area here with a drop, so we can drop bales or whatever you want to down through there. Yay! Jump over. Aw, this is one of those where you have to open both doors, and then you've got to set to the right. So pretty much everything to the left We could probably cut that off. But this is awesome. Next, we got the BR Metal Shed. So this comes in quite a few different variants with different sides, different tops, and I don't think any of them have a back. So just really, really big Brazilian sheds. Oh, and there's color configs too. Well, it says that there are. Oh, you know what? It's changing the metal on the side, but it's so dark, can't even see it. Got another cattle blaster for you right here. This is the small open shed. This one you can change up colors, which I find super cool. Let's go with just a nice red here. 30 cattle, it says it will hold. So we've got that. Come around through here. I always like to check these out. That's really cool. We can open this up as well. So straight drive through. We can buy our cattle there. By the way, I've got an enhanced animal system on, so you're not going to be getting calves or anything like that. Normal cattle for all platforms. And then here we can kind of open these up enough to where they'll almost shut. And then we can come in and feed them. This is neat. I like this. Next spot is a small barn. This is a small shelter, 250,000 liters for hay and straw, kind of like we did back at Farming Simulator 19, where you'd use something like this. Dump triggers around one side, and then you get it from the other side. Very cool. Next, we got storage hall. This thing is big, 30 meters by 12 meters. No color changing on here, and the inside? Hang on. I think I can make this happen. There we go. There's your inside. Looks really good. Next, we have the old storage shed. So we have the old shed. So here we go. We've got one with shelter with a back wall. And then we have the shelter with the wall on the left-hand side. Now, this is a black sheet modding mod. And they also say it can be found in silos. And that is correct. So right here, we can actually store things. I don't know how many. Oh, 550. So we could do one on the left, one on the right. So you could put like one over here and then another one beside it. And it would be one long thing that you could store 1,100 things. That's super cool. Got another Brazilian building. This one's from Connect Modding and Super Shoes. Here we have a beautiful Brazilian style storage shed that you can use to decorate your card. Storage shed comes with animated lights and doors. And since this is Connect Modding and Super Shoes, I do believe that this proceeds go to help Super Shoes, which is super cool. It's been a long time since we talked about that. Same thing here with the Brazilian home. It actually says farmhouse, but Brazilian home. It does look like we have an interior as well, so I think we should place one of these down. 150 bucks, not too bad. Here we could change our clothes. But we do have an interior, so here we can sleep in the kitchen, if that's your thing. And it doesn't look like there's any other interior bits to it. Nope, so only this front room right here. Next, we have the wool and cotton processing. This is from Klein Farmer 81. Klein Farmer, is this you? Did you do this? I see you, my man. So this is a normal tailor shop, and then we have a spinnery as well, which is super duper cool. And I don't believe there's a sell point for this because, well, it's just base game stuff, which makes it really, really nice. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit different for cotton and wool processing, doing clothing, a tailor shop, that type of thing, definitely check this out. Next, we have the Magic Bean production for coffee. This is also from Newell. It's been a couple days since we've had anything from them. So we have a pallet company, which takes your trees and wood, turns them into wood chips and pallets. Then we have the Jelly Shop, which turns your fruits into jellies. And then we have the Magic Bean House. This is cool. So it'll take your different products through here and make beans. Then we have another bit right here, which takes things and turns that into coffee, which is super cool. If we jump into sell points, Magic Bean, there we go. Boom. We got a sell point too. And lastly, we have the Cream Factory. This will take milk, empty pallets, things like that, and then it will output things like salt, empty pallets, whipped cream, all kinds of stuff. It is actually really, really interesting. I do want to put one of these down. Do we have a sell point for this by chance? Magic Bean. No, doesn't look like we do have one. Where's it at? Dreamery Creamery. Or Dreamy Creamy? I don't know. Let's go over here. There you go. So butter, cheese, chocolate milk, whipped cream, sour cream, cream cheese. Gotta love it. It does say that there's a sell point included. Generic sell point is what it says. So we'll jump into sell points real quick. Mobile utilities, sell everything, platinum, Magic Bean. It doesn't look like the generic sell point that they have added is here. So maybe I'm just missing it. Now let's talk about some updates for all platforms. The very first one is the Alma, Missouri update version 1001. They've increased the number of animals and food capacity for cow barn old, and sheep barn, added bell marker for the sheep barn bell trigger, increased speed of filling propane and diesel. The diner restaurant subway will now take all of your productions from the Platinum DLC. Auger wagons will now take peas. They've added the cow barn placeable, fixed the collision of the farm silo and pig barn at the pig farm, fixed the terrain, and these changes do not need a new save game, so you are good there. Next update is for Force Challenge version 1001, new PDA map. The bales can now be sold and updated mod desk. We've got a great update to the TLX 9000 series. This is version 1.2. They've added one new store item, the TLX 9000 service frame. They've had a front hitch, adjustable fifth wheel, new set of BKT Earthmax tires, new options under headlights to enable or disable X and V strobe patterns on the grille, new sounds for all trucks by eFarmer or Erlen Tim, and they fixed the all-wheel drive differential setting for the Nokians and BKTs. We also have an update to the Hauer SGS2600 version 1.6, updated mod desk and added capacity configurations. Shovel, update 1.5, added unreal capacity. Lizard silos with liquid storage, this is going to be version 1.1, added 2 new extension silos and other small changes. And lastly, we have an update, we have an update to the European fence pack version 1.1, new store icons, improved the hunter fence, and added a new one. Jumping over to new ones for PC and Mac players, we have the MTZ 800 1000 series. This is from Seville, and there's a lot going on through here. So as you can see, we have different layouts for everything, but the engine options are exactly the same. Transmission's the same. Everything is the same for all of these. You've just got, a 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive, things like that, with different specialities. Like this one, for example, would be used for logging purposes and moving things around, that type of thing. We have wheel setups, weights, hood lights, assembler factory, which I'm not quite sure what that would be. The factory it's assembled in. Well, that makes sense. Glass tent, ladder attachments, filters, all kinds of stuff. You can see humongo amounts of customization. As a matter of fact, let's sit down with the most basic option right here, the standard 2-wheel drive. A couple different wheel brands for you guys. Oh, I like those wheels. I know they look silly, but I like them. Different wheel setups for those. Weights, we've got those along towards the front. Hood lights, we have the outer lights, outer hood lights on the top. Square, round, without lights, assembler factory. Of course, we talked about those. We've also got glass tint. We have the strip up there, black tinting, black unstrip, full tint or no tint, beacon lights, left, right. Yo, that's a new beacon light, isn't it? Maybe it's just me. Something about that looks different. Side windows, old and new. We've got a ladder. Hang on a minute. Front 2 sides ladder. Yo, it adds an extra ladder on the other side. Yeah, that's cool. Attachments, we have the default with triangle. So we have a tractor triangle as well as a default. That's neat. Very cool. Front loader attachments. We do have different ones through here, and if you want to use those, well, you've got them. And then all kinds of other stuff, filter, muffler, hood light protection. You guys can go through this and check it out. There's a lot of people in my Discord that are talking about this tractor right now, so yeah, check it out. Yeah, check this out. That was pretty cool. Man, there's so much to this. I can make a whole video just on this one mod. But I don't have time, so let's move on. The next one is the Meprozet PN-2 This is a slurry and digestate spreader. 240 horsepower, 12 meters, 9 miles an hour, holds 24,000 liters. Wheel options, we have the Trelleborg, the Michelin, the BKTs. The Vredestein is back in again. Swivel suction pipe, 8-inch, yes or no, around towards the very front. Fenders, yes or no, around towards the front. Cover, yes and no. That's going to be on your power takeoff right there. Main color, gray. Additions, blue, gray, and black. And then same thing right here for the pump color and your rim colors. Now we showed off the all-platform version of this mod, but we have a PC version as well, the Agromet Famarol Z-406 Orlik. Same things through here, so no differences other than the name. Here's an interesting one. This is the animal stables with increased capacity. So we've got a sheep, chicken, pigsty, and cow shed. You can see they didn't mess with horses because for some reason if you mess with horses it breaks your game. I've learned that too many times the hard way. So first is going to be your cow barn, 500 head of cattle there in little baby piggies. We have 750 for your little baby piggies. Over in sheep, let's see, animal stables with increased capacity. Oi, That's almost as big as my testing area. Why? Because it holds 600 head of sheep, which is pretty good. It's not crazy, not for me, but you know, it's pretty cool. Not that. And the animal shed here. This one's interesting because it holds 1,200. So that's pretty cool. But if you want something that's bigger but costs less and holds more, 5,000 chickens here for the Chicken Barn XL. Just saying. If you want some more placeables, we have the digital gas station displays. Now, I've been kind of curious about these myself. The Liz Fuels, I think their main goal is to get this on all platforms, but I'm not quite sure. They say it also shows the current prices in real time together with random fuel prices. Things vary if there's not enough sunlight. Photovoltaic cell is set up, which supports the power supply of the LCD and LED light sources. All right. And your last one today is going to be Move Husbandry. I'm going to take that cow over there and move it over here. So they say the default key binding is Elm. I am going to pull up my help window, even though that's probably not going to help us. Oh, we have a button for the Xbox controller. Okay, so move animal. Yep. That guy. Yeah, moved cow pasture. Okay. It's magic! That's awesome. Yo, you gotta get this. Look at that! I moved you magically. Teleportation is real! And lastly, today of all of our mods, let's talk about some updates for PC and Mac players. First was the Zetor UR2 Pack version 1.2. They've added new models, the 16045 and the 16145. We got some new colors, fixed the back window animation, a lot of small visual corrections, new colors, and small errors occurring on Mac OS have been fixed as well. And we have an update to the FMR Z-406 Orlik version 1001 power takeoff model changed. Got an update to large Groundstains version 1001. Added new size of Groundstains 04, updated to Moddesk version, and fixed the naming of store items. How's about an update to the speed camera? This is version 2.1. They've added the possibility to allow placement on non-buyable farmland and added the possibility to reconfigure the speed camera post-placement. To do so, you have to stand near the speed camera and then press the activation key. And an update to Easy Change Transmission Type version 1.1. Transmission type gets now saved for every vehicle. And we've got a couple updates that came out yesterday and figured we'll talk about them today. First was Sariola version 1023. Fixes on textures, masks, lights, collisions, etc. Traffic spline collections? I don't know, corrections. New grass visuals and some foliage coming through walls and floors on a couple of old silos removed. Note, these changes don't update to the existing game saves. You can delete those in game at landscaping mode or replace the density map for roots.gdm in your save game with the equivalent one from the mod folder. Doing this in winter time, so you only lose your winter crops. Replacing the file is not recommended if you have already made landscaping. A new save is not necessary. Check the changelog selection related to foliage, which we just read out. New save? I don't know, a little confusing. Next update for the Timberpro TF840B pack version 1.1. They've added new decals to Super Grip 520 and configuration. Remove the manual grip function from the 7000 XT to increase compatibility with the wood harvester controls. Increase dampening on the 7000 XT joints to prevent it from swinging around too much and improve the physics on the Super Grip grapple. And one update to a mod that I think is pretty sweet. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. The Real 3-Point Attacher version 1.2 fix the game crash issue on the Oxbow DLC. Well, that's good. I'll download it back again. They've also improved support for tools with a hydraulic lift for the seeder, improved support for the front 3-point attachment, and spring force is now based on the tool's weight. And lastly, we have an update to the enhanced loan system version 1.11. They've bug fixed the change to the credit, now correctly displayed, in statistics. I could probably have read that out better. That's it. That is all I've got for you today for Farming Simulator 22. Hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like, get subscribed, join the GoHam fam. Check out the notification bell. It's pretty cool. It tells you when I release videos. It's magic. Also, check out Farm Sim News from this morning if you haven't seen it already. Otherwise, just hope you have an awesome, wonderful day. Check out some of these mods and have some fun. We'll see you later.